sent to a guinea pig rescue.
Yeah, very shiny. Shiny.
And then they lost interest, so now they've joined our herd.
Yeah.
So
She's got curly hair.
She has a satin syndrome.
I thought so.
Yeah.
She's got very
They were
curly
concerned
hair.
that she wasn't eating much.
With my glasses on, that you can see the reflection very
Yes, I thought
easily.
so.
Yeah, she is just satin.
Because they were concerned she wasn't eating, and they kept them outside, so they didn't really ever see. But I have them inside. She eats constantly. It has to be something else going on. So
no, she's a satin syndrome.
Yeah.
She actually
what
has.
do we need to be careful
Well,
of then?
I mean, satin syndrome. 80% of them get osteodystrophy, which is a bone lesion illness that is irreversible, and there's nothing that can be done to stop it. Its progression starts in the small bones and generally in the jaw area before going to other areas like the hip and the legs and so on. Under an X-ray, they can actually see the lesions. So when they have regular X-rays, you can then see the advancement of that. But again, having an X-ray for some vets means actually putting them just to sedate them slightly so that they can stay still enough. Or if they come to the vet in such an unwell state, it's very advanced at that stage. So that's often how it's detected. With typical satin syndrome guinea pigs, looking at her size, she's way underdeveloped, which is typical of satin syndrome and satin carrying guinea pigs. They tend to be very small. They have reflective coats, which this is very reflective.
Very
I can
shiny.
see it's like gold threads through there. And that's why they call them satin. And there's actually a push in many countries where breeding is banned for satin carrying guinea pigs. It's completely banned. Here in New South Wales, that ban doesn't exist, but it's something that infuriates us enormously because these animals keep coming in and they've clearly got it, and they clearly need monitoring. So what do you do for satin guinea pigs? Well, you need to make sure that they're looked after really well, that they have, if they're struggling with movement, that they have pain relief. No, because what you'll see is they tend to start to look arthritic in their behavior. They sort of hop a little bit, so added vitamin C can actually help them. Added vitamins, in fact, can help them. It won't get rid of or remove the situation. The lifespan, or actually when it starts to take hold, is around 1.5 to 2 years, which is exactly in the window of when it starts showing. And their life expectancy generally is around 1.5 to 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's not long in terms of how debilitating it is and how much pain it can cause. A lot of these animals end up going to see vets because they stop eating and people think it's their dental, but it's not. It's actually the osteodystrophy in the jaw.
They get sore jaws.
They get really bad, weakened bones. We actually had one here that had a dental surgery, and literally its jaw fell over sideways the next day through the break. So it was then euthanized 24 hours later. That was not a piggy here. It was a day after seeing us. I think it had the surgery a week before with a vet, and they contacted us because despite having had the surgery, having been trying to feed, the guinea pig was going backwards in immense pain. The minute it arrived, it's a satin guinea pig, but the next day its teeth actually fell sideways in its mouth and it was euthanized. They were distraught. Absolutely distraught.
She eats constantly.
Well, yeah, that's interesting too, that comment, because I hear people say that all the time, that guinea pigs eat.
Struggling?
No.
Do you think?
People often say, oh, they're eating and they can see the food going in their mouth. But if I was to put another guinea pig with let's say a stronger system beside them, they might plow through 3 leaves in the time that one takes one. So, and that's where dental issues and other factors can come into play, because people think they're eating, but they're actually not consuming the volume of food they need to. They then get tired and exhausted because they're trying really and literally they become tired, exhausted, and it becomes a perpetual situation where they can't get enough. They're starving, they're losing weight. People haven't picked up on it, and it's like a repeat cycle until it gets really severe. By that stage, we see them and they have got like dental issues or something else. So she is a satin. Satins often lay on their side, and you'll see when they're
Yes.
curled,
I've
you'll
seen that
see
a
her
lot.
with the legs out, like
A little bit,
standing like
yes.
this, sort of up with one leg up a bit. That's
Sort
a
of,
common thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of in the air.
Mhm.
You'll see that with Satin syndrome.
Mhm.
It's one of the little things that we look for. So
So increased vitamin C, pain relief if she needs it. So is that like in meloxicam?
meloxicam, yes,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay, we have
yeah.
that at home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely, meloxicam. We'll hear lots of people in the chat talk about CBD. We actually use a hemp oil product which has a low level, which is effective with them. But
Okay.
CBD is actually illegal here in New South Wales. So you'll hear people say CBD, CBD. Oh, it's totally illegal here.
Yeah.
So it's another thing I really need to address on the internet.
Yeah.
So we can show people what we use here and what's effective.
Mhm.
But in terms of the availability of products, meloxicam is vet supplied and something you'll need to have. Yeah, making sure that everything is really soft for her, because her
Yes.
bones can have lesions which are a little bit like breaks and fractures.
Okay.
So pain wise, they're sort of on that level. So if she's carrying them, they start to get really sore. So having soft places to walk on is going to be
Always have the
much
fleece
Yeah.
and the,
Yeah,
We
much
always
better.
have- We've been sewing fleece
Yeah.
stuff and that.
So nice things for her to
Yeah.
be on is much better than being on other hard surfaces. So that's really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that. We've got the multivitamins and the vitamin C ones at home anyway. So just make sure that we get it into her.
Yeah, she
Well, actually,
needs to
that's
have
kind of what we've been doing
with
isn't
all
it?
of them. Her coat is really soft and beautiful.
She
She's
does.
very bony.
She
She is
is, I
very
know.
super bony.
She's actually less bony than she was when we got her.
Okay,
Yeah,
when did you
really.
get her?
We got her full time at Christmas.
Okay, yeah. So again, weighing them religiously, because it's really important with these, because they
You've
will
been on
go
a
down
mission
so
to-
quickly.
Yeah, she's been on
Yeah.
a mission to make sure she's eating
Good.
and keeping on weight. so-
Yeah, so weighing her regularly, I
feeding
chart that
her
every week at
grass.
least for
Okay,
her.
sure we can do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because she's in that zone of needing to have
Yeah.
that sort of care.
We sort of stopped doing that with all the others, but we can do that. with
Yeah.
her, not a problem.
Yeah, so she needs that. And let's just have a little listen to you, Missy. Just happily munching away there. Good girl. Yeah.
So yes, all of them will need their nails done.
Yeah, she's got some
desperately.
long nails
two
there.
Have,
These need it
curly
done the
nails.
worst.
Yeah,
They
she's got
needed
some long
doing when
nails.
they came to
Just have
us.
a little look in her mouth.
This one and that one has curly nails.
Yeah.
She looks like she did that.
Yeah, they're really straight at the moment, which is great at the front. Typically, when there's teeth issues, we see a reflection in the front. But we're just going to check. Yeah,
Look, she's sucking.
they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah.
She does
No, her
have
teeth are
really
fine at the moment, so that's good. Let me just do her little nails.
One of them is very, very sore.
You think so? Why haven't you told me about that?
Because in a cave, they normally just run.
They're all short.
And I always think whenever you like pick her up here, her side is sore.
She's got a very bendy one here.
Yes. I think that
Oh,
was,
that's the one you're talking
yeah,
about.
I think that's the sore one.
Yeah, I think so too. There we go. She's conscious of that. She has pulled it.
Okay.
So it's probably broken it here at the joint at some point. But we don't do anything for that other than just keep her nails trimmed
Okay.
for now.
That
There's no
probably happened
inflammation
before she
there.
came.
Yeah, there's no
Yes.
inflammation there, but she might be really worried that it's out. Like, see, I have a
Yeah.
broken finger here,
Yep, and it'll.
and it's different to the others, but I
Mhm.
broke it when I was very little.
Yeah.
She's going on top of the cage, darling.
It's not serious. It's not anything I need to do.
That's it. Maybe not.
What's interesting though with the even though she's had a head cut, I'll notice that you can put the line down here. I can push the nighttime down.
Have I got enough film with me?
So, and her ears are again really clean, but it gives her a long coat that's wooden. If you feel here, feel the coat, do the same thing. Feel the feel. And we'll see how you can feel how rough it is. And they have to be the same.